Welcome back to the Archive Network. Aurelius here with Malik, curators of the Civilization Archive. We left Byzantine Empire last time yet beyond the horizon, new challenges are gathering. Today we pick up where we left off. The sun rises over Constantinople's mighty walls, casting a golden hue over the bustling city. Merchants shout their prices, while bakers fill the air with the scent of freshly baked bread. This is a city on the rise, a civilization sharpening its identity. The early 5th century reveals a remarkable blend of culture and commerce, all within the protective embrace of its formidable walls.
That vibrancy you describe, Aurelius, is also a facade, hiding deeper struggles. The cries of bakers and merchants mask the tension lurking beneath the surface. This period was not just about prosperity. It was a time of uncertainty. The empire was grappling with its own identity, trying to rise from Rome's shadow while confronting external threats.
You're not wrong, Malik. The very walls that define Constantinople are a testament to imperial ambition. The triple walls, initiated by Theodosius II, stand as a marvel of engineering. They symbolize strength, but also the fragility of an empire facing constant threats. Each stone tells a story of defense against the Huns and Goths.
Those walls also represent isolation, Aurelius. Sure, they were built to protect the empire from enemies, but they also shut out the change we desperately needed. The bureaucracy that thrived under Theodosius. It often moved at a snail's pace. While our defenses were solid, the internal conflicts were just as damaging. Resources were stretched thin, and we saw corruption creeping in, affecting everyday lives. It wasn't just a matter of politics. It impacted families, communities, our very way of life.
The creation of military districts, or themes, was a strategic response to the various challenges we faced. Each strategos not only took charge of defense but also handled local administration. This dual role created a solid buffer against invasions. It allowed for rapid and effective responses to emerging threats. We can see how the empire adapted and evolved, even when the pressure was on. This is how we ensure stability and maintain control in turbulent times.
Yet, those changes came at a cost. The power of bishops grew significantly during this era. They weren't just spiritual leaders. They became political influencers, often swaying public opinion and imperial decisions. The Council of Chalcedon in 451, instead of uniting, deepened the rifts between factions. This was not just a theological dispute. It was a power struggle.
Conflict within the church reflected broader societal fractures, Malik taught us. Theological debates spilled over into riots, shaking cities to their core. We saw entire neighborhoods torn apart as rival beliefs clashed. The emperors had to navigate these turbulent waters carefully. Balancing force and conciliation became a critical skill. It was a constant struggle, as rival factions sought influence, not just in the church but in the state as well. This tension shaped the core of our society.
But does that balance truly exist, Aurelius? The empire often turned to brutality to keep its grip on order. Just look at the Nika riots in 532. That chaos showed how fragile things really were. People took to the streets, their anger boiling over, and the response was brutal. Streets were stained with blood, a painful reminder of the human cost. It wasn't just governance. It was a desperate, almost frantic attempt to hold on to power.
The empire's resilience is truly noteworthy. Even in the face of plague and unrest, it managed to endure and adapt. Justinian's reign from 527 to 565 really exemplifies this persistence. His ambition to reclaim lost territories was matched only by his desire to reshape law through the corpus juris civilis. We see a determination here that's not often found in leadership. It's this relentless drive that allowed the empire to navigate such turbulent times and emerge, if not unscathed, then certainly still standing.
But at what price, Aurelius? Sure, Belisarius's campaigns in North Africa and Italy reclaimed lost territory. but they also drained our resources and cost countless lives. Families were torn apart, and communities were left struggling. The empire may have regained its former glory, but the toll was immense. Just look at the grandeur of Hagia Sophia, completed in 537. It stands tall and proud, a beacon of our achievements, but it also symbolizes the heavy sacrifices made to reach such splendor.
You raise a valid point. The Hagia Sophia dazzles with its beauty, but it stands on a foundation of hardship. Consider the Justinianic plague in the 540s. It ravaged the population, leaving cities empty and resources stretched thin. Yet, through all of this turmoil, the empire managed to endure. It's a testament to the resilience ingrained in its very structure, a reminder that even in the face of immense challenges, there's a tenacity that defines us.
The cracks are visible though, Aurelius. Just look at the economic strain and the political unrest. These issues aren't just temporary bumps. They foreshadow serious challenges ahead. By the close of the 6th century, while Byzantium's borders expanded, the seeds of conflict were already sown. The empire's strength might look like prosperity, but it really masked a fragile balance. That balance affected countless lives, and when it tips, it's the people who will bear the cost.
The Byzantine Empire, with its gleaming domes and ambitious reach, stands as a testament to resilience and ambition. But as always, history warns us. Challenges loom on the horizon, whether from external forces or internal strife. The empire must adapt or risk collapse. We must remember, it's the lessons learned from these trials that will ultimately shape its future. After all, every empire faces its share of adversity, and how they respond defines their legacy.
That's where we leave it this time. Byzantine Empire continues. The story isn't finished yet. Find the full series on the Civilization Archive, part of the Archive Network. We'll be back with the next chapter.